Are we really here, or is everything we know just a sophisticated illusion? Let's dive into the mind-boggling concept of simulation theory. Picture this. What if our entire universe is just a simulation, like a hyper-realistic video game? It might sound like science fiction, but supporters of simulation theory argue it's not only possible, but probable. So what's the deal? This notion isn't new. Ancient cultures pondered similar ideas, but modern simulation theory got a boost from philosopher Nick Bostrom in 2003. He proposed a puzzling dilemma. If simulating reality is feasible, then one of three scenarios must be true. Number 1. We destroy ourselves before we're able to create a simulation. Number 2. We're able to create a simulation but choose not to. Number 3. We are definitely in a simulation. Bostrom's take is quite intriguing. He suggests that each of these scenarios is equally plausible. And honestly, it's not such a wild idea. Think about it. We use computer simulations for all sorts of things, from studying populations to predicting weather patterns to creating virtual worlds for fun. So, if a civilization reaches a point where it can craft incredibly realistic simulations, wouldn't it make sense for them to simulate their own past? Bostrom dubs this concept ancestral simulation. And if one civilization can do it, why stop at just one simulation? They could create countless nested simulations, each containing simulated civilizations of their own. It's like reality within reality, within reality. You get the idea. Elon Musk, when asked about the chances that our reality is the original one, gave odds of 1 in billions. Neil deGrasse Tyson, on the other hand, leans towards a more balanced view, putting the odds at 50. 50. That's a pretty hefty probability that everything we know might just be a simulation. And while we often hear from scientists on this topic, it's important to remember that simulation theory isn't exactly hard science. It's more like philosophical pondering. It's not about crunching numbers, it's about diving into the deeper questions of existence. So where does that leave us? Well, if we want to prove or disprove that we're living in a simulation, we need some solid evidence. And who knows? Maybe the truth is right in front of us, just waiting to be uncovered. Let's rewind to the beginning of it all. Picture this. No space, no time, just everything squished into a tiny tennis ball with a crazy hot temperature. Then bam! The Big Bang happens, and everything shoots outward faster than lightning. Fast forward 14 billion years, and voila! We've got galaxies, planets, ice cream, and even K-pop. But hold up, before the Big Bang, what was there? From a religious angle, many say God created it all. But where was he before that? And what sparked the Big Bang in the first place? If you ask a physicist, you'll dive into quantum foam and dark energy, stuff as wild as the Big Bang itself. Now here's where things get really trippy. Imagine the universe was just chilling, waiting to be switched on like a cosmic computer program. And in this program, all the rules are written out. Gravity, electromagnetism, even the speed of light. It's like the universe's source code governing everything from atoms to consciousness itself. Sounds like a sci-fi flick, right? Well, hold on to your hats. Some top scientists and big thinkers actually believe we're living in a giant simulation. So, how do we know for sure? Well, if this is all just a cosmic video game, there might be glitches. Ever heard of the Mandela effect? It's when loads of people remember something differently from how it really happened. Like millions swearing Nelson Mandela died in prison when he didn't. It's like reality's version of a computer bug, proof that maybe, just maybe, there's more to our world than meets the eye. The Mandela effect is like a reality remix, where people remember things differently from how they actually happened. Take Nelson Mandela's funeral. Many recall seeing his wife by his casket on TV, even though it never aired. Or the Berenstain Bears. Some swear they were always the Berenstain Bears. And what about Monopoly's tycoon with a monocle? Nope, never had one. Even Darth Vader's famous line gets mixed up. Is it Luke, I'm your father, or something else? These memory glitches puzzle us. Philip K. Dick thought déjà vu moments were our simulated universe hitting a reset button, creating new timelines. Ever felt like you've lived a moment before? According to Dick, you might have. But skeptics wave it off, blaming our unreliable brains. Yet, the mystery remains unsolved. Now zoom out to the grand cosmic stage. With 200 billion trillion stars out there, you'd think life's got to be somewhere, right? That's where Fermi's paradox kicks in. According to the Drake equation, there should be millions of advanced civilizations in our galaxy alone. So, where are they? Are we truly alone? Or is our cosmic program just focused solely on us? And what about the physical rules that are in place? Cosmologist Max Tegmark from MIT suggests that the strict laws of physics hint at the possibility of a simulated reality. Imagine, capping the speed of light could be like setting boundaries in a virtual world, keeping our sims from wandering too far. Theoretical physicist James Gates used to think simulation theory was nuts. But then, while studying tiny particles like quarks and electrons, he stumbled upon something mind-blowing: error-correcting code hidden deep within the equations of string theory. This discovery made Dr. Gates rethink his stance on simulation theory. And in 2017, scientists at the University of Washington took it even further, proving they could encode computer data into DNA strands. It's all about math, folks. Just look at the Fibonacci sequence. By adding the two previous numbers together, you get the next one. 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 1 equals 3, 3 plus 2 equals 5, and so on. This sequence leads to the golden ratio known as phi. And guess what? Fibonacci numbers and the golden ratio pop up all over nature. Flower petals, for instance, often follow Fibonacci numbers with their spacing arranged in perfect circles based on the golden ratio. It's like Mother Nature herself is coding the universe with mathematical elegance. The Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio aren't just found in plants like trees, they're woven into the very fabric of nature. Take honeybee colonies, for example. The ratio of female to male bees follows the golden ratio perfectly at 1.618. But it doesn't stop there. Our own bodies reflect these mathematical marvels. From one nose to two eyes to 5 fingers and toes, the human form aligns with Fibonacci numbers and the golden ratio. Even the proportions of our limbs, like the length from shoulder to fingertip, echo this divine ratio. And it's not just us. DNA molecules themselves measure out in Fibonacci numbers, 34 angstroms long by 21 angstroms wide. From seashell spirals to galaxy swirls, these mathematical patterns paint the canvas of existence. Some say it's all just chance that humans see order in chaos because it's in our nature to seek patterns. But could it be something more? But this is just the tip of the cosmic iceberg. There's a whole universe of wonders out there waiting to be explored, and our channel is your ticket to uncovering them all. So hit that subscribe button and join our space science community